2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Well, for the Bucks, they're just above 500 after their first 10 games, at 6-4 to be exact. They haven't set the world on fire, but there has been more good than bad, that's for sure. Well, the Bulls are a work in progress, to say the least. But Shaq, they've amassed some young talent through trades and the draft.
Shout out to my young fella, Wendell Carter Jr. Great draft pick. Ernie brings his lunch pail every day. Barbecue chicken alert. A big man who plays like a big man should.
You know what? They got roasted in the media over the Jimmy Butler trade. They got roasted. Like, everyone was like, what are you doing? Oh, no. But
that's a roasting right there.
No question. But they landed them some tremendous asset, Levine and Markkanen. So, good young talent.
Like roasted chicken.
Kitty, are you mocking at me?
You go roasted chicken?
I'm not mocking at you.
Are you mocking at me, Ernie?
Just barbecue chicken, or you go roasted chicken? No, we're not marking at you. That's the man's name.
But is the chicken done? Get it?
Done.
Oh. And did you buy it on a Levine?
No, that's not.
That was a reach. Did you pull something?
Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan on a cloudless day. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
The Bucks took a massive leap in coach Mike Budenholzer's first season in Milwaukee. Budenholzer said he joined the organization at the perfect time. The new facilities, the energetic fans, the great roster, ownership, front office, everything is set up to have great success. And he added, I feel fortunate to be the coach. Kevin?
The feeling no doubt mutual. Thanks, DA. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Bledsoe.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Then there's Thomas Satoransky. Then there's Markkanen. And it's Felicio in at the 5 spot. And for the Bucks, Matthews and Middleton, the 2 wings. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Bledsoe in at the 1.
Well, yeah, Kevin, last season was not a successful one for the Bulls. I mean, they had the 5th worst record in the NBA, although it got them a nice draft pick, but it was another step in a long rebuilding process.
And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. And here's Levine. The dish now to Porter. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Markkanen. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And for the Bulls, Chris, they had a young team and they knew it wasn't their time.
Yeah, the team decided to move on from the Hoiberg era as well, Kevin. I mean, they dealt with a lot of injuries during last season, and the team is still searching for an identity.
So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. Lets it fly, and Giannis hits it to go on the assist by Middleton.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Satoransky against Bledsoe. Back to Satoransky. A double clutch. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
And not many checks in the NBA, but C-Web, Thomas Satoransky leading the way on that front.
Yeah. Best player from a country that is having a golden age for their national team. Satoransky, I mean, he said that he is very proud to represent the Czechs in the NBA, and he's doing a great job at it.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Satoransky. And Greg, after this season, Antetokounmpo will be eligible to sign a Supermax extension. The Bucks want him to stay happy.
The loss of Malcolm Brogdon last summer definitely stung. Trying to control costs, but you don't want to take a step back with Giannis's decision looming.
That one misses. In the new season, Chris, every team wants that fast start, but when you really think about it, how important is that in the grand scheme of things?
Well, it depends on where you are. Like, let's think about Houston last year with the injuries. You don't want to get to a slow start where you're fighting for home court advantage. So it's very important. And usually veteran teams know that first 2-3 weeks of the season is when you can sneak teams. And if you're a younger team and you understand that, wait a minute, it's all about attention to detail, focus, and playing hard, you can get some pretty nice upsets early, because when for young teams, once the scout report comes out and teams hone in on you, it might be a little bit more of a difficult season as the days go ahead. Yeah, watch out.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the game right now. And the first one drops. And the shooting guard, Wesley Matthews, a terrific defender who has no hesitation, Greg, in taking that long three.
A pretty good combination. Weathered an Achilles tear back in 2015, but has remained a steady rotation player.
Both free throws good from Matthews.
Well, with all the youth the Bulls had, the team wanted to bring in some veterans over the summer.
Yeah, and that's something that needed to happen, GA. I mean, the team had some room in free agency to fill out some leadership roles, but in Chicago, it's still a major market, and vets would love to come and play for the Windy City.
Now here's Levine. He had 22 points in the win against New York. Floater outside, and the rebound goes to Lopez.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
And again, the Bucks miss. Bulls have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Porter kicks to Satoransky. Outside, Markkanen. Back to Satoransky. For 3. Chicago now working with the new shot clock. Felicio, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Bledsoe passes to Middleton. Markkanen against Giannis. Fade away. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
And it's sent back by Lopez.
And you got to appreciate the length Lopez has. He's effective at using it to stifle shooting.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Now, here's Satoransky. He had 10 points in the win against New York.
Yeah, man, as good of a scorer as he was in that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him.
Porter against Antetokounmpo. Markkanen in the corner. Levine up top over Matthews. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Well, so precise off the pass. I mean, this is a shot Levine continues to knock down time and time again.
Bledsoe passes to Lopez. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Here's Satoransky following the basket by Brook Lopez. Passes it to Markkanen. Outside, Levine. And there's the pass to Felicio. Middleton against Porter. From downtown, the shot by Satoransky, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And he converts the layup.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
So for Milwaukee, their last game, a win against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, in that one, they just locked it down defensively, challenged shots, and really protected the rim.
Well, they certainly made their presence felt on defense. They were active and rejected a number of shots.
Here's Bledsoe, and he uses the glass on the layup. Bledsoe's got his third basket of the night right there.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Levine, here we go. It's Porter, it's out the key. Lets it go from deep. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. Taking a look at Orlando, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And seeing where the Bucks are, they had some high hopes coming out of the gate, frustrated with their level of play thus far, but they certainly have the pieces to be a factor in this race.
Satoransky.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Lopez. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Satoransky. Levine with it. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Wesley Matthews picks one up. Well, you just watch Levine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Greg just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with Levine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. While the NBA is entertainment, you know, Chris, it also can have a very social impact in a positive ways. Guys like Kyle Korver have spoken out. The Jazz took action last season. Chris, how do you feel the league has responded to issues like discrimination?
Well, I think the league has done a wonderful job, better than any league. First of all, we acknowledge it. You don't just throw it under the rug and say there's no problem here. And that may be the toughest, to be able to acknowledge that. And then secondly, to make quick, sweeping decisions, I think has also been awesome too. But I don't think any league in the history of sports has had more players speak up for issues in society than ours. Let's go back to Bill Russell and others, the way that they started the game and came in. We have to love it, and I love the fact that the league is not scared of the narrative, and we work together. And by the way, that Kyle Korver article was so awesome. It was so vulnerable for him to write that. And when you have players like that, no matter what color, that are selfless to speak out to make society better, then it's not just good for the game, but it's great for all of us. So kudos to Kyle, the Jazz, and everyone doing all they can do to make things better for everyone.
Absolutely. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so here is Chicago. Carter kicks to Satoransky. Dishes it to Levine. And the Bulls with another miss.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Here's Giannis. Gets a very good look and converts. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. And what a year last season for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He was terrific across, Greg, all stat categories.
And he was rightfully in the MVP conversation very early on. He's still very young, and I see multiple MVP seasons in his future.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Robin Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Ilyasova comes in for Chris Middleton. And George Hill's subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Young's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Denzel Valentine comes in for Porter. Chris Dunn's checked in for Levine, and it's White in for Satoransky. Now Dunn after Kyle Korver missing on that last three-pointer. And the call will be against George Hill. That's his first foul. Carter outside. Outside White. Back to Carter. Lopez with the steal.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
Chicago with the ball, following the bucket by the Bucks. White drives in, and it's sent back by Lopez. Carter outside. Down against Korver, 6 to shoot. Young dishes to Carter. He doesn't hit that one.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. They've decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
The Bucks shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
Now, here's Dunn. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New York.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Now, here is Hill. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Korver, good.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Bucks. So far, they've got the 4th best record in the conference. And checking out Chicago, they're much further down in the standings right now.
And I think for the Bucks, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Well, it's possible we haven't seen them at their best yet. They've shown they can play with any team in the league. And now they need to do it every night, not just some nights.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Most teams now look to run early and often, Chris. And there are some keys to finding success, aren't there, in the transition game?
Yeah, and the first key is you run fast and you speed up the pace, but that doesn't mean you hurry and take a hurried shot. Pacing and speed is all about getting it past half court to see if the defense is set, and if they're not, to take advantage. But it's a two-step process. And for teams to just run all crazy or willy-nilly like my grandfather used to say, well, you're not going to do anything but play fast and bad.
To the inside, Young. And again, unable to change momentum here. Bucks leading by 19 points. Hill looking it over, passes it to Korver. Lopez outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Korver in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
But you also got to give credit to the offense, too. I mean, they exploited every hole they saw in the defense.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The game against Oklahoma City, very impressive. Korver passes to Lopez. Over Carter. Lopez, no luck.
That's the only way to hold him in check. He's got it inside. You got to have a body on him right away.
Valentine shot, good.
Just not enough space for him to get to the rim. I mean, and the finish is flawless.
Bucks leading by 17. Now Hill, still looking for his first bucket in this one. The 19-foot shot, bank shot, no good.
The setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
And it goes down 2 points.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 11. The pass to Ilyasova. Giannis inside. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Carter's got his 4th rebound in this one. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Well, Lopez is out there to set the tone defensively. I mean, he's a wily, strong defender who sends shots back with authority.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. The baseline J. And it's sent back by Carter. White the pass to Young. Over Ilyasova. Young's shot is off. Milwaukee leading by 13. The drive by Hill. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Valentine passes to Young. It's good.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And here's Giannis. Even when an opposing defense is giving him everything he can handle, he still finds a way to score. He's averaging over 33 points a game. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And the Bulls with possession. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. The shot by Valentine, no good. And now the fast break. Hill with the ball. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
White with it. Lets it go with a 3.
In defense, a big part of what Hill brings to the table. He doesn't take possessions off.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Milwaukee on top. They lead by 14. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Robin Lopez talks about the importance of being the anchor on the defensive end.
That's something I relish. It's something unique. It's something to take pride in, that you have all your teammates back on the defensive end, and when it gets down to it, you're kind of that last line of defense. And obviously, defense is a team-oriented ideal, but there's something fun about that. I think there's something competitive about that.
And Greg, that's why his teammates love him.
Absolutely. You can tell Lopez really wants to make an impact on defense, on every possession.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, we've seen the Bucks really take control here early.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
Kyle Korver is out there with Ilyasova. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then it's George Hill. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. The Bulls have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
One shot.
And you look at Wendell Carter Jr., the center out of Duke. Fantastic blend of size and mobility. A lot to like about what he can do.
Ilyasova, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Bulls trail by 11. Over to the wing. Valentine wide open. He fires, and the lead is down inside single digits. Valentine's got his second bucket of the night. And the Bucks, they're shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. And with Wendell Carter Jr., we saw flashes of his potential last season.
Easy to see why he was a snap pick at 7 for the Bulls back in 2018. As he gets more comfortable in his role and his teammates lean on him, he could be a force.
Now White, after Kyle Korver missing on that last three-pointer. White dishes to Carter. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. Korver passes to Connaughton. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And Korver, a team-first guy. When one of his guys is open, he wastes no time in delivering the pass.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. It's a 10-point game. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Chris Middleton was a first-time All-Star in 2019. Now, we all know that Middleton is one of the league's best shooters, but he had to adjust his game to a new system under coach Mike Budenholzer. Middleton said, "I guess that's what being an All-Star is, a team player and a complete player. Not playing for stats, playing for nothing else but to win." Kevin?
First-time All-Star and well-deserved. David, thank you. 5 to shoot. Korver, good.
Oh, it's easy to appreciate Korver. I mean, he makes fast decisions in the screen and roll, and the D they can't back off.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Young. The rebound by the Bucks. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And how about George Hill attacking the D and converting inside?
Well, George Hill, the veteran guard, doesn't produce at the volume he once did. Still, he brings a lot of value to a team.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Brook Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Chris Middleton comes in for Kyle Korver. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Pat Connaughton. And for Hill, Greg, he's a great veteran leader who brings value to a playoff-bound team.
You know, Hill has a game that is effective even when he's not scoring. His leadership and defense will make him a welcome addition to any roster, even as his numbers fade.
All players look for an edge, Chris. For example, certain guys are just so deceptive with the ball in their hands. I mean, you're always looking for whatever can give you that advantage.
Two of the best. Players and people can complain as much as they want, but Harden getting to the line is genius because he knows how you're guarding him, and basically you got to stay away from him to guard him because he's so skilled. And by the way, Curry does the same thing, and Curry, one of the smaller players in the league, but always finding a way to take the contact, take the bump, but to get the scoring up. And I think as a fan, for me, I know as a fan, for me, it's fun watching the cat and mouse game between the offensive player and the defender, seeing who can get the best of each other while involving the ref.
Well, they just control their bodies so well. They know exactly what they need to do to get that call.
And it's all on the spur of the moment. I mean, this is all on the fly. Such genius to watch play.
The Bucks making a switch here. Matthews is checked in. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Well, Ersan Ilyasova, a bit of a journeyman in the NBA, Greg, the last handful of seasons.
Good motor on the glass, and he can chip in for a 20-point game every so often.
Now, here's Satoransky. Following the miss by Wesley Matthews. Levine wide open. Sinks the three-pointer. Levine's got 7 points.
Like the show of unselfishness from Porter, wanting to improve as a passer and hit his open teammates.
Bledsoe kicks to Lopez. The 11-footer. That one a little long. Bulls trail by 9. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now here's Satoransky. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Here is Ilyasova. Bledsoe looking it over. There's the lob to the hoop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. The Bulls have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. And it's Chicago scoring again.
What a gifted shooter Markkanen is. And it's because of how confident he is taking these shots.
Outside Matthews. From deep three-point range. That shot off. And it's Chicago the other way. Outside Levine. It's rebounded by Ilyasova.
Now look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
It's stolen by Carter. Porter with it. Now guarded by Middleton. And finished off by Porter.
Well, Porter can run the floor. He flies down the court like a track sprinter. Tough to keep up with.
Bledsoe outside. Feeds to Ilyasova. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Bledsoe. And the Bucks miss again. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Chicago. Trailing by 5. Drills it from outside. Porter's got 5 points so far.
And over time, Porter has welcomed taking more threes, which in turn has made him more versatile.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
Yeah, and with Lauri Markkanen, you know you're going to get shooting from his spot. Great release and has been efficient from range since his rookie year.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Ilyasova. And the Bulls making a change also. Alicia's checked in. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Bledsoe against Satoransky. To end the drought. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And Chris, with Markkanen, the shooting frees up the rest of his offensive game.
Yeah, he's better than you think going to the rim. He doesn't blow by anyone, but has the length and the hops on his drives to get a solid look while on the move.
Bledsoe against Satoransky. Outside Markkanen. Porter looking it over. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And the length of Porter that time is a problem for the D, especially when he's close to the basket.
And last season, Otto Porter on the move, Chris. He was traded at the deadline to the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, and he has fit right in since joining the Bulls. I mean, they needed his outside shooting. Porter is still very young and can grow to be a part of this young Bulls core.
First free throw is good.
And each season, Porter seems to improve. It's just something about his game. He's a versatile player who wants to be great.
And Porter drops them both. Milwaukee in the lead. Now Bledsoe. 17 points for him last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. And here's Giannis from outside. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Chicago. They're on a 13-5 run. Stolen by Bledsoe. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
And Bledsoe, here we go.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. And here's Levine. He's got 7. Pass to Satoransky. Got a piece of it. Pass to Markkanen. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Up top, Bledsoe. Satoransky covering. Here's Middleton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And last year, Chris Middleton, not quite as dead-eye as he has been in the past. Still a solid shooter from all ranges.
The Bucks have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. And he makes the first. And for Middleton, Greg, you don't need all the volume out there from him. You just need the efficiency.
And Middleton has always been an efficient player. Great to have on a team as a second or third option.
Middleton hits them both.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Satoransky, the pass to Felicio. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Brook Lopez. The Bulls have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. That one is no good. Milwaukee leading by 8. Middleton with it. They know he's going to give him a lift with his scoring. He's averaging 16 points a game. Middleton on the wing. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got assist number 5 here tonight. Bulls trail by 10. Now here's Markkanen. A 14-point game for him in the win against New York.
And not only that, I mean, if you think about it, he dominated the boards. His energy was incredible. He never stopped working.
5 on the clock. Stolen by Middleton. Wide open. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And it's a 12-point Milwaukee lead. Here's Satoransky. Outside, Levine. Markkanen against Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. Levine for 3. Rebound by Brook Lopez. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 15-5 run here. Stolen by Levine. Shot from 16. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got 7 rebounds in the game.
I don't know if it's been the main factor, but his off night has definitely been one factor here.
Giannis on the follow.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Markkanen. The kick out to Porter. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Satoransky. Stolen by Bledsoe. Here's Middleton. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Middleton's got 10 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Bulls trail by 16. Here's Satoransky. He hits that shot, his first of the night, now 1 for 6.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
Bledsoe kicks to Lopez. Rebound by the Bulls. Felicio's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Satoransky looking around. Outside, Levine. Outside, Porter. Just 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Giannis. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Saturday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 5.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
Chicago calls timeout. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
2 division rivals facing off tonight. They'll see one another 4 times this season.
A different look for Milwaukee. Robin Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Korver comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Wesley Matthews. Then for the Bulls, Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Markkanen. Dunn comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And it's White in for Satoransky. Now, here is Young. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. For 3, Levine. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
White against Bledsoe. Antetokounmpo up top. Bledsoe passes to Lopez. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, even though his name was swirling in trade rumors at the trade deadline last year, Robert Lopez stayed focused. I mean, just a very dependable center who shows up every night to do the job.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And so far this season, shooting at a 75% clip from the line.
And the first one drops.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Chicago making a switch here. Carter's checked in. And both free throws good for Lopez.
Well, at this stage of his career, Lopez knows who he is. He's a hustler on both ends whose energy is simply infectious.
Now here's White. He's got 5, and it's sent back by Lopez. The pass to Connaughton. Down low. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
And the length Lopez possesses is tough to combat. I mean, he uses his body well to draw contact on the way up.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That's good from Lopez. Both free throws good from Lopez. 12 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so here is Chicago with 1 on the clock. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Bucks lead by 19. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Mike Budenholzer. Your defense has been very good. Why has that happened?
Well, you know, I think our guys are committed on that end. Everybody's active. Everybody's covering for each other. And we know how important it is.
Mike, we'll see if it continues in the next quarter. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 18 points, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. The first 2 quarters went very well for him. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
You have to marvel at the uniqueness of the Greek Freak. From half court, he needs only 2 dribbles. That's right, 2 dribbles to get to the rim. He can pass like a point guard at almost 7 feet. The list goes on and on.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
The first thing to say is, what's up with the turnovers? Jeez. You can live with some missed shots and stuff like that, but you can't keep turning the ball over. It's crushing for a team. It just saps all your confidence when you play a half like that, Ernie. Ugh.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
Yeah, Jay, the blocks are impressive, no doubt, but his intimidation factor actually prevents certain shots from ever being taken at all.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for Chicago right now, Satoransky runs the point with Levine at the 2. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. And it's Felicio in at the 5. Now here's Satoransky. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pass to Felicio. Kicks it to Levine. Back to Felicio. Clock at 6. Lopez with the steal. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And this helps build chemistry. Lopez looking to share the ball wherever he can.
And Chicago has possession. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Chicago Bulls continue to be a team in rebuild mode. They traded for Otto Porter at the deadline last season, and that seemed like a turning point. It lessened the logjam in the front court, and his versatile game fit well with some of the young players. Now that they've added rookie Kobe White with other moves this summer, fans are eager to see this young team take the next step. Kevin?
And David, they've got some pieces too. Thank you. He misses the free throw.
You see Zach LaVine in the Bulls uniform, and it's hard not to think of the trade that sent him here. He was a big part of the deal that sent Jimmy Butler out of Chicago.
And the second free throw, good. And with LaVine and the Butler trade, there were a lot of critics at the time. But you know what, Greg? It's worked out for the Bulls.
And Kevin, the Bulls took a chance with LaVine, and he's developed into a bright young star. Took another risk giving him a big contract after the injury, but he's come back better and stronger since then.
Lopez, no luck.
Might take him a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. He just needs to calm down, play their game. He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Bledsoe dishes to Lopez. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Markkanen's got 4 rebounds in this game.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
For 3, Levine, and again it's the Bulls from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Bucks. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And the basket is good. Bledsoe's got 10 points.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
No question, G. I mean, it takes skill and a certain level of fearlessness.
Here's Markkanen after Eric Bledsoe's score. Markkanen down low. 6 points for him. He can't get that one. Bucks leading by 16. And it's Giannis missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Now, that's just unreal concentration from LaVine. Accepting the hit and finding a way to work through it.
For Chicago, they have gone 9 of 13 from the line. That one misses for LaVine.
I mean, and when you think of LaVine, I mean, his dunking ability comes to mind. I mean, he's proven to be an elite poster maker.
Outside for Bledsoe. Lopez left side. And here's Matthews for the 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
He's not focused on the D on most possessions, but you can forget about him altogether.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Bledsoe. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
And since coming to the Bucks, Eric Bledsoe hasn't been asked to do nearly as much as he has in the past.
And for Bledsoe, that is a good thing, as he is best as a complementary player. Not scoring as much, but his decision-making and shot selection have vastly improved.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Chicago calls timeout.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
Making free throws a big key for any team. Let's see the best in the NBA. Fourth, the Bulls.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
Bulls trail by 20. Now Satoransky. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Felicio kicks to Porter. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Felicio. Over Middleton. Felicio, no good.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
No good from Bledsoe. Chicago's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Here's Satoransky, banked in off the glass. Satoransky's got 6 points.
And Porter continues to work on his passing. Great seeing him scan the floor and find his teammates in their spots.
Bledsoe against Satoransky. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Bulls trail by 18. Outside Porter. And here is Satoransky. He has 6. Porter with it. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter.
And quickly, let's look at the numbers for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Averaging 33 points a game, 15 rebounds, and just over 2 steals. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's oozing with confidence. I mean, and it shows. Every time he steps on the floor, he expects to dominate.
Bledsoe passes to Antetokounmpo. And here's Hill for 3. That shot off. Nice D from Levine. Poked loose. Hill has the open look, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got 3 assists in the game. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo, nobody back.
Well, that's that 6'9" wingspan. George Hill paying dividends with the steal to get them running.
For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Got it. Nice one there from Levine. Levine's got 8 here in the quarter.
Who knows what this score would look like if he wasn't on his game tonight.
Pass to Middleton. Here's Antetokounmpo from the arc. Middleton can't get it to go.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Levine can't hit.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
Bledsoe against Porter. Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Middleton. The Bucks making a switch here. Connaughton's checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Felicio. Young comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And it's done in for Satoransky. Middleton hits them both. Now, here's Dunn. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. On the wing, Levine. He feeds it to Young. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. A starter in this league for almost a decade. Thaddeus Young's numbers, Greg, won't blow you away. So what is it that makes him a winning player?
I think it starts with his defense, Kevin. Drawing charges and getting deflections. His quickness puts him in a position to make those effort plays.
First one falls for him. And the Bucks with some changes. Lopez comes in for Ilyasova. And it's Korver in for Chris Middleton. And a change for the Bulls. White, he's checked in for Porter. And he makes the first but misses the second. Milwaukee leading by 22. Here's Hill. 9 points in the game so far. Inside, Antetokounmpo. Carter pulls it in.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Hill passes to Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And that was the correct play to make. George Hill, a very discerning playmaker.
For Chicago, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. And White kicks to Levine. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 5 rebounds tonight. Floats it up for Giannis.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, Chicago has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, a solid start to his rookie year for Wendell Carter. And ultimately it was cut short as he had to have surgery on his thumb. But he showed why he was drafted so high.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And from the line, he's knocking it down about 71% of the time, and that's a percentage that needs to go up.
And he knocks down the first one. And for Carter, right after being shut down, Chris, he said he couldn't wait for summer to start so he could improve.
I mean, that's the way the NBA goes, and you have to want to better your game the way Carter does to make it in the NBA. He showed just how much he can impact the floor in his limited time, and this team is excited about what he can do.
Carter hits them both.
Oh, and the potential Carter Jr. has is enticing. A multi-talented big who plays with the real competitive fire.
To the middle, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. He kicks it to Valentine. Dunn left side. Passes it to Carter. 6 to shoot. Shoots inside. That shot is off. The Bucks go the other way with it. Here's Connaughton, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Hill against White. Carter looking around. He dishes it to Valentine, and it's sent back by Lopez. Fires the three. Milwaukee getting another chance here. Back to Antetokounmpo. Outside for Korver. Off target from three-point range. Well, Chicago has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And then Carter with the dunk.
Oh, with noteworthy length and jumping ability, Carter Jr. can get it going above the rim.
And so Hill will bring it up for the Bucks. The pass to Korver. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Lopez. Rebound by the Bulls. Now Valentine. He has 5. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Here's Hill. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Chicago called for the foul.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Markkanen, he's checked in for Denzel Valentine. Second free throw, no good. Chicago's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15.
Yeah, under control. White has those short, quick strides.
Antetokounmpo up top. He's guarded by Markkanen. Here's Connaughton. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got assist number 8 now on the night.
Don't underestimate him. He can knock that down.
Bulls have gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. White the pass to Young. Good on the bucket. Young's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
All right, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Giannis, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and gotten the perfect position to alter the shot.
They are just killing him on the interior.
It's Hill on the wing. Tipped away. Carter with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Here's Dunn. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got his 16th rebound on the night.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And always looking for the high percentage bucket. Hill got that one right to the middle.
Chicago's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Pass to Young. Over onto Tacumbo, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. 5 on the clock. Here's Dunn, and too long on the shot.
He's disappeared this quarter. He can't get anything to drop. That's not going to help him get out of the hole.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Offensive rebound. Pass to Connaughton. Now Giannis. Outside for Korver. Over Young. Korver, no luck. And that one falls for White.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
And both free throws good for White. 7 seconds left in the third quarter. And stolen by White. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. He's up to 26 points in the game now. Just keeps pouring in the buckets. Right back after this break. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Do it again for this quarter, 0-0. Same effort, same mentality. Keep pushing it, keep moving the ball, keep cutting.
Well, Mike likes how they're working the ball right now.
And, you know, Coach highlighted, it's a brand new quarter. They need to play with the same fire.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Inside, it's the Lopez twins, Robin and Brooke. Then it's Matthews. Then there's Bledsoe. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Markkanen can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Pass to Connaughton. Overdone. And it's Connaughton missing. And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That's his first foul. With the G League growing by leaps and bounds, one is now being brought to Mexico City, Chris.
I mean, first of all, let's go back to last season. Did you see how crazy those fans were in Jurassic Park in Toronto?
Yeah, they love it.
Can you imagine Mexico? Oh, my
They'll
God. This would be
believe
great.
it.
Mexico City, yeah. Let's bring everyone in, all the fans. And what I really love is that it's for the home fan base. So when I think of the Toronto Raptors, I think about the city of Toronto. I think about Canada and how it's theirs. And even though we're one league, that team is theirs, and they take that pride on, and it just brings so much more excitement. Can you imagine all the people in Mexico City being excited for their team? Oh, I want to be at one of the first games when that happens because I know the crowd is going to be sick. It's going to be crazy. I want to be there.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Lopez with the bucket.
The in-between game of Lopez so sharp. He's aware he has the green light from there.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Young outside. Now the pass to Markkanen. And here is Satoransky. Shot clock at 6. From deep. And Lopez pulls it down. Lopez has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Matthews into the lane. He gets it in there. Here's Dunn. And with the likely return of prep to pro prospects, Chris, some have argued for a high school combine to help determine who's ready to make the leap and who isn't.
I'm not really there with the high school combine. I still think that, you still have a level of college or a level of professionalism that can happen after. And I don't believe until you're ready to be evaluated for the pros immediately, should you have that combine. Your bodies are still growing. I talked to Jaren Jackson just yesterday, and he told me that he grew 2 inches over last summer. So I think it's a little unfair to judge these guys that early when their bodies and mentality still has a lot of development left.
Now Middleton following the miss by Otto Porter from deep. Middleton finds Bledsoe. Kicks it down to Middleton. No good from outside. The Bulls have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Levine inside the three-point line. Hits the jumper in space. Levine's got 10 points in just the second half.
Showing off the entire arsenal right now. Levine so outstanding and scoring in a multitude of ways.
Here's Ilyasova. He can't hit that time. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Pass to Levine. Matthews with the steal. Bounce pass Middleton. Ilyasova. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Now look, being that Ilyasova is 6'10", he's capable of scoring inside. This forces the D to act.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And with a younger generation of fans cutting the cord, Adam Silver has talked about ways, Chris, to make the games, the NBA games, more accessible.
Yeah, and as a guy, Kevin, that played on the West Coast, I know many people aren't happy with this idea, but I say move the games up an hour. Move it to 6 o'clock so that I could watch LeBron on the West Coast when I'm living on the East Coast and be to bed by a normal time where kids can stay up. But how about the streaming? I mean, you can watch it on your phone. There's so many better and different ways now. I mean, before, if you were traveling, you could never watch a game because you had to be by a TV set stuck into a wall. Now, that's your phone, your pads, and everything else. So I love the game. It's becoming more global because of the expansion and how we've gotten players out there in front of fans. And now, with the access that fans have from some type of mobile device, I just love it. I love it.
Here's Middleton. The Bulls getting the bucket. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got his 9th assist in the game now. And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Bulls. Pass to Felicio. Count that bucket.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen. Defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Milwaukee leading by 23. Passes it to Ilyasova. Back to Bledsoe. Fires for 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Well, Chicago has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Young inside. Defended by Middleton. With the fadeaway. Here's Felicio. Drops in the layup for 2.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
Bucks have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Bledsoe against Satoransky. Bledsoe passes to Middleton. From deep. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Young's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. They get it back. Another shot, and that one is good. Young's got 4 this quarter.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Here's Bledsoe, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Chris, regarding the overstated pre-draft concerns about Luka Doncic. Even as the game goes international, it seemed like many GMs are scared to go all in on European players.
And rightfully so. It's a new area, and if they're not immersed into the culture, it may be a little more trepidation on that end. But I would just say, just look at the really the great stories. Whether you're talking about the Vlade Divas or the Sabos that came into the game, and even if you go to Marshall Lonis, Dirk Nowitzki, yeah, come on, Porzingis. We got a lot of great players from overseas that have shown us that they can make the way. But the mistake would be is thinking just because someone lives close to him, they would have the game of a Dirk Nowitzki, and that's not true. So you need to do your due diligence, but I think European players have already proved the type of heart, skill set, and mindset that they come to this game with, which is at the top. Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Outside Matthews. And the pass to Ilyasova. Fades. They grab their own miss. Lopez, no luck. Bulls trail by 20. And a wide open look for Porter. Young. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Bledsoe dishes to Lopez. A second chance effort. Ilyasova can't hit.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Satoransky with it. Kick out to Levine. Just 4 to shoot. Over Matthews. Here's Felicio. No good on the free throw. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. We see the shift toward players on competing teams becoming friends. How does that compare to when you played, Chris?
It's a little bit different. The players that I admired the most, I wouldn't be friendly with on purpose. We were in the same position. A guy like KG, one of my favorite players ever. We're close now. But during when we played, it was either me or him.
Really?
It was both of us. I didn't want to hang around with him when I'm trying to beat him in the summer. But, you know, you got guys like the Banana Boat crew and LeBron and Wade. They're good friends anyway. Melo and Bron came in 1 and 2, and they had that relationship. So I think relationships are always great. Really, it's just about can you turn the friendship off when you cross the line? I know that Banana Boat crew can, and I know others can as well. And that's all you want. As much as you're friends off the court, I want you to dislike each other on the court through your friendship, just like a big brother, little brother type of thing. So I don't think it's a problem.
Free throw, good. Matthews. Both free throws good from Matthews. And it's the Bulls with the ball. They trail by 18. Knocked away. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Saturansky against Bledsoe. Giannis left side. Middleton outside. And the Bucks miss again. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Bulls. Here's Felicio. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Felicio's got 6 here in this quarter.
That's just a product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Here's Bledsoe.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe.
I like that he's playing with an edge here in the second half. I mean, he didn't get to the line once in the first half.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Bulls trail by 17. Young passes to Levine. Bangs home the trifecta. Levine's got a couple of three-pointers now in the 4th for Chicago.
A decent threat from downtown. You got to see Levine nailing this shot more and more.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Young. Antetokounmpo, no good.
Well, there's a lesson for you. Don't showboat. Tries to get fancy with the fadeaway, and it backfires.
Young trying to break free. Second chance shot. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Here's Middleton. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Chicago with the ball. They're on an 18-7 run. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Stolen by Middleton.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
Took him no time at all on that one. Middleton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. You have to know the scouting report. He's a threat from out there.
Now here's Porter. A three-pointer off the mark.
Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got 5 assists in the game. Saturansky, the pass to Felicio. Good D by Lopez. Bucks leading by 19. Here's Bledsoe. Saturansky grabs the miss. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
They get it back. Felicio. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Chris Middleton. The first free throw is good. Markkanen, he's checked in for Chicago. And he can't hit the second.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
Bulls trail by 18. Levine with it. Eric Bledsoe covering. Lets it go from 14.
That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that rebound.
The dish to Matthews. And the Bucks miss again. And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Bulls.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Bucks.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Levine against Matthews. They double him with Giannis. Now here's Satoransky. Not a lot of room. Clock at 6. Stolen by Bledsoe. Passes to Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Levine. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Tries again. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Now here's Bledsoe. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Eric Bledsoe. Eric, a strong performance tonight. What's been the difference?
We're getting out of transition, trying to get defensive stops. And everybody's just playing their game.
And it showed tonight, Eric. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.